Imagine a woman who, one by one, marries 10 men, and then, mysteriously, each of them vanishes without a trace. Was it all a series of tragic accidents, or was there something darker at play? Today, we unravel the chilling story of Clara Matthews, a woman whose charming smile hid a web of deception and murder that no one saw coming. Clara Matthews seemed like any other woman, searching for love and companionship. At the age of 23, she met David Turner, a successful businessman from a neighboring town. Their love story was everything you'd expect: swift, romantic, and passionate. Within months, they were married, but just months after their honeymoon, David Turner disappeared without a trace. No witnesses, no evidence, only a mysterious disappearance. With Clara at the center, it seemed like a simple case of a missing person, perhaps an unfortunate tragedy. The authorities couldn't find a single clue, and Clara, heartbroken, moved on, playing the role of the grieving wife. Clara, however, didn't remain alone for long. She married again and again, each time to a different man. Every relationship seemed like the perfect fairy tale, until the disappearance. There was John Miller, a high school teacher who vanished 6 months after their wedding. Then came William Harris, a well-known doctor, who similarly vanished under strange circumstances. Each time, Clara appeared devastated, heartbroken by the loss, but the pattern was undeniable. Her husbands disappeared without a trace, and Clara's life continued. Was she simply unlucky, or was there something more sinister going on? With each disappearance, the police were left with no answers, and Clara moved on to her next marriage, her grief always seeming just a little too rehearsed. Clara was a master manipulator. Her charm, her beauty, and her ability to play the victim kept the public on her side. After each disappearance, she would weep, her grief seemingly genuine. The town's sympathy never wavered. They saw a woman in pain, a woman who had lost her soulmates. But was she truly grieving? Or was she simply playing her part? People couldn't believe that someone so beautiful, so seemingly perfect, could be capable of such malice. And because she never acted out of character, because her story never changed, no one questioned her. Not the police, not her friends, not her new husbands. Clara's charm was the perfect tool for concealing the truth. It wasn't until Clara married Daniel Green, a retired detective, that things began to change. Daniel, unlike her previous husbands, was no easy target. His professional instincts kicked in when he began to notice small inconsistencies. He noticed how Clara's grief was always just a bit too polished, how she seemed to move on effortlessly, without ever questioning the fate of her missing husbands. Daniel's suspicions grew. He began to dig deeper into the disappearances, looking at Clara's past, at the life insurance policies, and at the connections between each man. What he discovered sent chills down his spine. Clara had been involved in a pattern of financial gain from each marriage. She wasn't just grieving, she was collecting the life insurance payouts. Daniel Green's investigation soon revealed the unthinkable. Clara's husbands had all been drugged before they disappeared. Small doses of sedatives had been found in their systems. Clara had been systematically poisoning them, rendering them unconscious before they vanished. Each disappearance was carefully planned, executed, and then covered up. Clara had learned how to make herself appear like the perfect grieving widow while orchestrating the deaths of the men who trusted her. But what Daniel discovered next would shake him to his core. Clara had been behind each murder, but she was smart enough to cover her tracks perfectly. Clara Matthews wasn't just a woman who killed her husbands for money. She was a master manipulator, someone who understood human behavior so well that she could control everyone around her. She played the role of the perfect wife, the doting mother, the grieving widow. She made people trust her, love her, and never suspect her. Psychologists would later describe Clara as exhibiting traits of antisocial personality disorder, marked by a disregard for the rights of others and a lack of empathy. Clara was calculating, always in control, always aware of the power she had over her victims. Her charm wasn't just a tool for love, it was a weapon for manipulation and control. Clara Matthews was finally arrested, and her trial was the spectacle of the year. The public was outraged. How could someone so charming, so seemingly innocent, commit such horrific acts, yet Clara remained calm, poised, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. Her ability to manipulate, even now, was astonishing. The trial lasted weeks. Experts testified about Clara's psychological profile, about how she used love and sympathy to hide her true intentions, and in the end, Clara was convicted of multiple counts of murder and fraud. She was sentenced to life in prison, where she would remain, a symbol of the dangers of manipulation and deceit. Clara Matthews' case teaches us an important lesson, that charm and manipulation can hide the darkest of intentions. It reminds us that we must be vigilant in our relationships, never blinded by appearances, and always trust but verify. Clara's story serves as a chilling reminder that not everyone who smiles at you has your best interests at heart. So, what can we learn from Clara's story? Trust should never come without boundaries, and sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who are hardest to suspect. If this story left you shocked and questioning the nature of trust, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Have you ever suspected someone close to you was hiding something? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to Crime Scene Chronicles for more gripping true crime stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Don't miss out on the dark side of human nature. Turn on notifications so you never miss a chilling new episode.